All right, we're back. Yeah, there's no Darude because Riverside just doesn't like to cooperate. What is this? 39?
Sure.
You ask every time, and you think I'd know by now, but hang on. I think it is 39.
Jared Saltalamacchia. That's all I got.
39. Yeah, I ain't got much.
Saltalamacchia is it.
That's all I can think of is salty.
All right, well, we have
It's 39.
touch on a little March Madness, and then after that, a lot of baseball stuff going on. Good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Rip it off with March Madness.
Yeah, it's been a little chaotic.
Which is all you can hope for. My bracket literally, through the first day, I missed one game. Everything else I predicted right.
And then
I think for the first day, I had 20% correct, which is probably one game right.
Yeah,
I had like you were 94%.
Also shit-talking us, and then you're like, Auburn.
Yeah. Nope. Auburn.
You're also in dead last in our tournament bracket.
I'm not surprised.
So, what'd you say?
Cam is having flashbacks at night of the Auburn-Yale game.
Yeah. It's sad.
War Eagle,
I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, fucking terrible.
Yeah. A lot of upsets. You got Oakland was kind of rolling through there a little bit.
We were sitting there last night really hoping that they got that one done.
I was rooting for them against NC State last night.
We were too. We were at the sports book last night, and we're catching the end of the Creighton game. We got there like right at the end of the first overtime, going into the second overtime, and we made friends.
That was the end of regulation.
Oh well, we were walking over. We were walking
at the end of regulation. We saw both overtimes. Yeah,
but made friends with a couple guys who were also on the Creighton wagon last night. So hung out with them for a little while. It was cool.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's been good. You kind of just root for chaos at this point. You kind of just want to see.
I mean, I had Kentucky in the final, so
yeah.
In two brackets. Don't know why I did that, but
tough. Yeah, kind of hoping Grand Canyon can make a run against Alabama tonight.
It'd be nice if Auburn's getting knocked out. Let Alabama get knocked out too. Knock them.
Baylor's struggling right now, but other than that, you're seeing all the 2s and 3 seeds, 1s, 2s, and 3 seeds moving on. NC State, that's the other one that's kind of rolling through.
Bro, I can't believe that's James Madison's score right now.
Yeah, it's
what is it?
90-53 with 3 minutes left.
That's good, right?
Getting pieced up.
No business. So Duke's basically rolling out the student section at this point, 5 at a time to wrap this game up.
Hey, who wants to come play? Who wants to say they played basketball for the Duke Blue Devils? Come play.
In March Madness.
We got extra jerseys for you right now.
You get anybody out there? Jesus.
Marquette.
The janitor? All right.
Marquette didn't impress today. They only won by 4.
Yikes. What was the line on that game?
I think it was right around there, 4.5. But Marquette's supposed to be one of the teams that has a chance to make a run at this thing, and they didn't. They're struggling. I mean, they struggled against Western Kentucky. They won by 18 against Western Kentucky, but they didn't look good.
Yeah. So we got Grand Canyon, Alabama just started, and you got Northwestern UConn at 7:45, A&M versus Houston, and Yale San Diego at 9:40.
I think Yale gets it done again.
You think?
I think they're going to beat San Diego State.
They did 23-9 this year. Is pretty solid.
They're riding the wave right now. It's going to happen.
I think UConn could beat Northwestern by about 80.
Yeah, UConn's they're scary.
Yeah. I really think the only team I can really see beating UConn right now is Purdue. I think Purdue's looked really, really, really good.
Wasn't it picked it's either going to be UConn or Purdue? Like all the people who...
A lot of people pick Houston, actually. I think Houston was the second highest pick.
Houston's defense is so fucking good. Like, it's smothering. But their offense is very hit or miss.
But if you have a good defense, your offense doesn't always have to be on to win games.
No, but that's true. But if you're gonna smother UConn and hold them to 50 or 60 points, your offense damn well better show up.
Yeah.
Right.
So They put up 86, but that was against fucking Longwood.
Right.
So
it's A&M tonight. So
yeah,
I think that could be a good game because A&M's a tough team too.
I mean, A&M just beat the brakes off of Nebraska and put up a crisp 98 piece. So
yeah.
That's the other thing. There's been so many high-scoring games this tournament. Like
And
Colorado put up 102, but let up 100.
Yeah, there's been a lot of games that are pretty low-scoring too, though. There's been some games that like barely breaking 50, like low 60s.
Yeah, that Texas-Colorado State game.
Yeah, barn burner, just defensive, just grudge match back and forth. Those are the games I like to watch. More than just a shooting like
the Alabama Charleston game, 109 to 96.
Yeah, that's
it's turning into the fucking NBA.
Well, and then the NBA is the final scores are
174
to 117.
Yeah.
Well, the Celtics scored 124 last night.
The Celtics break 150
that's
points
average.
this year.
Yeah.
Did they break 150 points in a game this year?
Yeah.
Staying on basketball real quick, but talking about the Celtics. They beat the Bulls last night. They were up by 6 at one point. The Bulls had 57 points, were shooting 60% from the three, and were down by 6. They shot almost 60%. They shot almost 60% from the field last night, and they still lost by 11. That's just how dominant the Celtics are when they.
Yeah, the defense is just not letting them get shots off.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, chaos at this point. That's all we're hoping for.
Mm-hmm. UConn, go Skis,
boys. We're in the week.
4 days.
For what? Oh, yeah.
It's Thursday, isn't it?
Kim,
or Wednesday?
Yes. Yeah, it is Thursday. It is. I was fucking with you.
Kim?
For
Jesus.
what? For what?
Hey.
What's in 4 days?
For what? For why?
For what?
For why?
No,
for why?
Baseball started last week.
That was... No.
That was like a little... That was like the...
That was a teaser.
That was the trailer. Yeah.
The trailer for the movie. The movie starts
I'm guessing both of the Sox games are going to be on the next 2 days because they're playing at Globe Life,
right?
Yeah,
against Texas. Tomorrow night's an 8:05 game.
Love that.
Ooh, I like that.
So we'll hopefully be taking that one in, brother.
I mean, I probably won't watch that instead of March Madness games, but like, still cool. Maybe I'll have the basketball games on my TV and I'll throw the.
I'm gonna see. It
Sox
depends who they're trotting out there because they're not going to be trotting out anybody that's really well. They might send out like Whitlock or Hauk.
Well, it depends if they want to go about it. Like if they want to like get guys, like if they want to put Bayo in, just give him an inning.
Yeah, I don't think with Bayo's opening day, he's not
there.
pitching.
Yeah,
I guess if he were to pitch today, if they want to do an inning today, would probably be like the last day they do that.
Yeah. I mean, it'll just give him his side work, his usual bullpen stuff. Maybe throw some live batting practice or something, but he won't be seeing any game action.
Thursday is the start of the season. Maybe I think next episode, I say we take in the first couple games of the season, see some numbers, and I think next week we give our predictions for MVP, division champions,
because
playoffs, everything. We'll go top to bottom.
We'll most likely get probably 4-ish games under our belt by the time we record next Sunday, because most games on Sunday are early except for obviously Sunday night. So
right,
we can take a little deeper dive into
Sunday
that
night baseball.
Well, who is playing Sunday night on Sunday? Who's the first?
I thought they were going to play Sunday night on Saturday.
Listen.
Oh no.
Too fucking long weekend for this.
I mean, you must have gone through.
I think you meant to ask who is playing on Sunday night
Sunday.
Baseball.
Who's for Sunday night baseball?
Not when are they playing Sunday night baseball?
Yes,
I can tell you. Sunday, March 31st is Cardinals Dodgers.
Okay.
Ew.
Tell me, there's not a better matchup.
Well, I guarantee you, there's plenty. I don't know why Braves Phillies wouldn't be one, but
that's on Sunday, and they're not doing that.
Yeah, Braves Phillies at 1:35.
I feel like that would be an electric Sunday night baseball game to open the season.
Even Jays Rays could be good. Yankees Astros.
Can we flex games like the NFL does?
For real.
Flex a game out of Sunday night baseball, put a game in.
For real. They do that, don't they?
Rarely, but they do
it.
Yeah,
not much. So, predictions on what the Sox record is when they come home to Fenway?
Well, they have 9 games under their belt right before they get home.
They'll have 10. 4 against the
yeah,
Mariners,
4-3-3.
3 against the
4-3-3.
Athletics. So Mariners, Athletics, and Angels.
I'm gonna say they're gonna be 6-4.
I had 7-3.
Yeah, I think 6-4. I think they're gonna win. If they go 2-2 against the Mariners, they go 2-1 against the A's.
Nope.
They're not gonna. I doubt they'll sweep them. And then, who's the last series?
Angels.
Angels, yeah.
And I think they'll take 2 of 3 from the Angels. Yeah. I think they'll be 6-4 or 5-5.
See, I think they'll sweep the Athletics and Angels. So I just have 7.
You think they're gonna sweep both?
They're just gonna rattle off 6 straight.
Yep, they're gonna come home against the Orioles, lay a stinker against the Orioles for opening day.
So you're telling me they're gonna go 7-3.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose 3 of 4 to the Mariners and then rattle off 6 in a row.
Do I have my math wrong? 2. Oh, no, I had 8-2. Sorry, nope, I have my math wrong. Split a season with the
Cam, if the Red Sox
Split the season with the Mariners.
Split a series with the Mariners.
That's it.
Sweep
We're
the
done.
Angels.
On that note, we'll try again tomorrow.
8-2.
We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll come back later.
Yeah. Jesus. Cam, if the Red Sox start 8-2, World Series is on.
Hell yeah. I'm
Back like
optimistic.
we never left.
That would be absolutely bonkers.
Don't worry, it's not going to look good when we come home against the Orioles and get our shit pushed in for 3
Well, they
games.
better figure it out game 1 against the Orioles because they're honoring Tim Wakefield that day. So,
Yeah.
Speaking, can we touch on that?
yeah.
So they're honoring Tim Wakefield, and they're also doing the 2004 World Series reunion thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On opening day, Kurt Schilling denied to attend.
Did you see his
he's
reasoning
such a
too?
prick.
He came out on Twitter. He was like, "Yeah, I don't want to take away from Tim Wakefield." It's like, "Fuck you, dude."
It's like
how
you
about
already
don't be
did.
full of
You
yourself?
already did
Yeah.
because you were the fucking guy that broke the news that he had cancer days before he died.
Yeah.
He-
Fucking piece of shit. I can't.
He's a
stand him.
scumbag. Grade A scumbag.
I hope you
Yeah.
get another bloody sock, you idiot.
Probably wasn't even real. His food's
Oh,
gone.
This is a
ketchup.
ketchup stain from lunch because his fat ass couldn't contain himself.
I guess enough Sox at that point. Not really much to talk about. Bayo opening day. Rafaela made the roster, so it's looking like he's probably going to start in center field to open the
Very
season.
hot.
So what do you think the starting outfield is?
It's going to be, so it all depends on if O'Neill's hammy is good enough for him to play left the first couple.
Right.
He's been DHing every day since he came back last week.
Right.
Assuming he's healthy enough to play left, it's going to be O'Neill in left, Rafaela in center, Duran in right.
You think it'll be Duran, right? Not O'Neill.
Duran has been playing right
That's
basically nonstop the last couple days.
I haven't really had a lot of time. I don't think he's played much right field at the major league level, but
Duran?
especially at Fenway, I like to see him play right because there's a lot of ground out there.
true. Yeah.
Where
He can
O'Neill
play,
has
yeah.
a cannon and he's quick, but not as good a fielder as Duran. Where I think
Well,
that makes the most sense for sure.
That's the only thing they were saying about Duran is they're worried about his arm strength. But
Yeah, but
I feel like the
I
more
don't
he
know.
does it, the longer he spends in right
you
field.
can't,
the
you
better.
can't
it's
even
not like
hide
it
that
used to
shit
be.
anymore, though.
Yeah,
Because there's all the shit with the shifts and stuff now. It's like,
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. It's not like 10, 15, 20 years ago where your right fielder had to be the premier arm.
Yeah.
Left field was usually just a bat. And then center field is your best outfielder. These guys are all athletes and they're all going to make up ground where they can.
game's
So,
changing too.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Obviously, we've gotten a small sample size of Rafaela in the majors.
I was impressed last year.
You got 3 really good outfielders.
Yeah.
And Wilyer Abreu.
He'll be a bench bat, but yeah.
And you
Well, that's
can
what I'm
still
saying
fit
is
it.
that's a fourth guy who there's this, again, small sample size, but he can perform at the major league level.
Yeah.
And with Rafaela, you can still fit him in the lineup. Like, say you need him to play second base one day. He has proven he can fucking go down.
Like
there and
he
do it.
doesn't need an off day, but a middle infielder does. He can play infield, and you can slide Abreu or
Yeah.
somebody else into the outfield, kind of
Exactly.
platoon, almost like kind of like a reverse platoon where an outfielder slides up and he platoons for the middle infielder in the outfield.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm curious what it's going to look like for guys like Ref Snyder and Abreu, and especially because they just gave Ref Snyder more money to re-sign.
right.
Yeah.
So, I
Well,
mean,
do you think Pablo's on the opening day roster?
I don't think so anymore.
no, I don't.
Think
I
he's in
think
Worcester,
I think
or are they just
Raphael
DFA him?
took it.
It's a good question. I think
I feel like they could trade him. I feel like he has some value.
I just feel like nobody would.
Trade much for him, whereas
Yeah,
it's
I
even
mean-
worth it.
I mean, get a minor league arm or something. You know,
Did you see that?
we get something maybe.
Speaking of trades or releases, they released Crone.
They did release him.
Did they?
They did release him, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So
I
if
don't even
Bob
think he had a
stops,
single hit, did he? Did
Crohn's
he have
one
one
didn't
hit?
make the cut. Yeah, I saw one, and it was like an inside out jam shot that
Yeah.
squeaked its way through.
Tough.
well, he played their hand. He in his contract he can make it. So
I mean, he
Put me on the
he was
majors or
never going to
not.
be a solution in Boston anyway. Like,
No.
this is going to be one of the. I guarantee you, probably I can't guarantee. Nobody will probably take a chance on him in the next couple weeks. They're going to get into their season, and it's either going to be an injury or they're going to get to like June, July time, and it's going to be a team that's in contention that needs a big bat, and he'll sign with them.
I feel like I could see him signing with. I could see him signing with like in the A's or the Nats, like a real bottom barrel sign veteran minimum. And
Yeah.
then, like you said, down the line, come playoff time, a team needs a right-handed bat, and he
Trade
signs
for
them.
him and get
traded for him.
Yeah, exactly. I think a guy like him, where if they can get him at minimum, it's one of those teams that doesn't have a very deep lineup. I think you could totally see him. Like, he could definitely be like the DH, everyday DH for the Nationals, 100%. Because Meneses plays first, so, and he's pretty solid defensively. So,
Yeah, well, I wonder what Joey Gallo is going to be this year. I know it's off topic, but we were talking Nats. So I'm like, is that dude going to hit $120 again with 50 bombs? Or
I mean, I guess he's been horrible in spring training. People are already
Yeah,
saying they
awful.
should DFA him.
Jeez.
him and Javi Baez?
Javi Baez, the dude's set
Javi
to
Baez.
make like what $21 million this year, and he's not even hitting 100 in spring training.
Batting 0.94.
That's
He's
crazy.
close. He's close to 100.
Over damn
Yeah,
near a
yeah,
month of
he's-
games.
He's close, all right. That dude
He also
is
hasn't-
straight ass.
He hasn't played in every game with them either. He's only played in like 10 or 11, I think. But
Yeah,
still
probably
10 or
because they
11
want to give
games.
other guys looks because he's
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, they're already at the point where they're like honestly, if I'm the Tigers,
Move
I
on.
start weighing options.
Yeah.
But like set up a deferred payment thing with him and be like, we're still gonna give you your money.
Well, and that's even
But
like
you're
one of the
gone.
things too. Like it could, because we all know he was good. He used to be good. He was a solid player. Struck out a lot, but he was a good player.
Mm.
I'm wondering if it's just like one of those kind of change of scenery things.
Maybe. I
Send
mean, like
him-
Bellinger in LA.
Send him somewhere else.
Oh, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. The stats I looked at. He's batting 128 now.
Hey,
a little
there we
bit.
go.
He broke 100.
We're moving
The thing
on
is,
up.
right now, if you're batting under 200 in the MLB, you better be hitting 40 home runs.
And he is
Has none.
The
in
thing
spring
is,
training,
he used to be a defensive wizard. Even his defense is kind of fallen off.
I think he's established himself, at least in his mind, as a big market player. So I'm like, Detroit is not the place for you. He's been shit ever since he's been in Detroit.
I want to look up his numbers since he joined.
What year did he join Detroit? I have him up right now.
I'm just going to look at Baseball Ref. It does the
I'm
numbers
guessing
for
it
you.
was
Oh, okay. Oh, wait.
2019-ish.
So he's
238.
played 280 games for the Tigers and 1,100 at bats. He only has 240 hits, 45 doubles, 8 triples, 26 home runs, 126 RBIs. He's hitting 230. That's actually surprisingly high. I thought he was hitting lower than that.
He's good.
Yeah, he hit 238 in 2022, 223, and 222 last year. Had 17 home runs his first year and 9. I mean, his first year really wasn't that bad. Had 130 hits, 27 doubles, 4 triples, 17 homers, 67 RBIs, 9 swipes, 140 strikeouts. Like that's decent.
Yeah.
Especially if a guy like that is producing like that and he has solid defense, you take that all day.
Yeah.
But
Not this.
last
Not what
season
he's
was
giving him right now.
bad. Last season was bad.
Yeah.
Guy's just a shitter. Stinks big.
Yeah, it's just not really fucking cutting. It's
Yeah.
just not cutting.
Go on to the Dodgers Padres Soul Series.
Yep.
It was nice. Obviously, nice to see some meaningful baseball being played.
Mm-hmm.
The first game,
Go ahead.
obviously not as exciting as the second one.
Fair.
What was the second one? Scored 26 runs total between the two.
15
to
11.
15 to 11. Oh, hey, Stormy made her appearance. Here she is.
If you had the line set at 20 and a half minutes.
You cash.
Yeah.
But Glasnow didn't pitch great. 4 walks for the Dodgers. Darvish also didn't pitch great.
Well, they both managed, though. They both managed bad starts.
2 earned runs for Glasnow and no earned runs for Darvish.
Yeah, they both managed. So, which is really what you look at. I think that's what you're trying to.
I mean, I'm sure it's also tough for I get you had some time to adjust while you're over there. You're not fully adjusted to that time change yet.
No,
it's
not at all.
Your schedule's got to be all thrown off.
Now, what do they do from now until the season starts? Are they probably inter-squatting?
I'd imagine, just so they don't lose it. I'd imagine that's what happens.
Well, I'm sure there's some sanctioned rules that once you play a major league game, you can't
go back.
You can't go back and play spring training games. It's.
They beat up on the Mexican leagues for a week.
Yeah, fuck it. Bring over Bauer and get his ass lit up so he shuts up.
Yeah.
He pitched against the Yankees today, didn't he?
He did. I didn't see how he did, but he did.
See, I just my take on that is obviously these teams are signing him because it's publicity or whatever. I don't agree. I would rather see these Japanese and Korean teams play with their teams, and maybe you see a young kid that nobody knows about and he lights it up and gets a contract.
Yeah.
I don't like him taking that away.
Well, look at
those kids.
Oh fuck! What was the guy's name last year in the WBC who got signed by the Tigers?
Oh, it was the
pitcher.
Reliever from Colombia.
The reliever. Yeah.
No, it was
Look at
Nicaragua.
guys like that.
Or Nicaragua, yeah.
Yeah, he struck out 3 Dominicans in a row. It was Herbert. Or Hebert. Duque Hebert. Yeah, I think was his name.
Yeah, it's you don't get stories like that when you have Bauer just making it all about himself.
I agree. I totally agree.
I mean, to that same point, though, it's kind of surprising Bauer hasn't gotten a chance with an MLB team yet, especially considering everything that went on with Domingo Germán and he's getting a second chance.
I think the thing with Bauer is it's PR suicide because of how widespread the news of it was. Because Domingo Germán didn't really get a second chance. When the thing happened with Bauer, he was released instantly.
Yeah.
It's a different look when Domingo Germán got those allegations. The Yankees never released him. He played for them. And then after the fact, he signed as a free agent. It's different when the guy is literally released for a reason and then is trying to get another team. And people are what I've heard a lot too is a lot of guys in the league don't like him.
Well,
they don't like the whole camera thing all over the clubhouse.
I'm sure, 100%.
That's where I was going to go to next, where Germán, he might be a cancer just because of the allegations, and some guys might not like the allegations
He's a raging
are against
alcoholic
him,
too.
And that as well. But you're not then seeing all of this posted on social media like you're seeing it with Bauer.
Right.
Where he just posts everything that's in a clubhouse on social media.
It's well, and especially I think him being very super outspoken about all the allegations against him and stuff, that's not smart.
No, it doesn't look good.
It's a team like a team looking at that from a public relations standpoint is thinking that you're just waiting for him to shoot himself in the foot and then everything to explode. It's I think a team's going to sign him. I genuinely think it's 50-50 split down the middle. If a team he doesn't get signed, I understand it. If somebody picks him up, I understand it.
Yeah.
There was a point in time I thought that's who the Red Sox were going to go get.
Wouldn't surprise.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did because they can get him for league minimum at this point, but I don't want him.
I mean, not necessarily. That's totally his call too if he wants to sign with them or not for league minimum. I think it'd be stupid if somebody offered him league minimum to go pitch for a year. I think it'd be stupid not to take it. But
I mean, yeah, it's one of those bet on
Prove
yourself kind of things, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Going over the second game, early reaction. Think Yamamoto's a bust?
No.
I don't think so.
This happens with every single Japanese. Even
Yeah.
Ohtani, his first year wasn't great on the mound. It takes time to settle in. The game's different. The pace is different. Hitter tendencies are a lot different. The style is different. Like it, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's going to be dominant. Though. He'll win the Rookie of the Year. He's going to be great. Just like I think Kodai Senga is going to have a massive year when he comes back.
Yeah, I think Yamamoto's going to be. He'll be good. I don't know how good he's going to be, but yeah, I think that's just kind of it's the same thing as everybody. Nobody really set the world on fire from a pitching standpoint in that whole tournament series, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's tough when you're in the United States for months on end prepping for a season, and then you're expected to fly however many hours across the world, go there for 2 days, expect to be on some kind of pitching schedule / rotation, and go out there and pitch to your best.
It's a lot easier to be a hitter in those conditions than it is to be a pitcher.
Yeah, 110%,
$1,000,000%. Yeah, I agree.
So I agree with Sam. I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah, I can see him. I mean, really, his comparison when he was coming up was Daisuke.
Yeah,
and I mean, Daisuke those first 3-4 years was really freaking good.
Yeah.
So I mean, something like I mean, I think he'll be better than Daisuke, but I mean, he's going to be a rock solid pitcher regardless. Will he live up to the contract that they gave him? I don't know, but he's going to be solid. He's going to give you 150 plus innings every season. Like he'll get there. He'll get there.
Yeah, I agree.
Are we going to the bombshell?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So, unless you sleep under a rock, you've heard that Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers fired Ohtani's interpreter, allegedly for gambling-related allegations, and also alleged theft of $4.5 million used to pay for this gambling addiction. There's a lot of questions still out there, I feel like. Nobody really knows if it was actually a theft, if it was actually Ohtani gambling and his interpreter was placing the bets with this illegal bookie. Maybe his interpreter had a gambling addiction and Ohtani just decided to pay off this remaining debt, but it was to an illegal bookkeeper. Like, there's a lot of intricacies and back and forth, and he's set to address the media tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. But I don't know what do you like? I think I have no idea. It
doesn't look good.
I'm leaning. I really think it. I think the thing that makes the most sense is either his interpreter took his money, was embezzling money out of him, had a gambling addiction, or Ohtani paid off this debt for him despite it being to an illegal bookkeeper. And I think if it's the second one, Ohtani will get a slap on the wrist or whatever, and it'll be fine because that's not nearly as bad as gambling than if it's like I was trying, like this is a close friend of mine, like this is what I did, this is why it happened, but I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird situation.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's still a lot that we don't really know yet,
right?
But I think if it was just Ohtani helping out a friend trying to pay off some shit, I mean, obviously, it's not a great look that you're paying a bookie.
But if you can parlay it into be like, I was trying to be a good friend. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, and then if they take a deeper dive and determine that there was actually no wrongdoing and that's just what he was like actually doing, not placing the bets for
then
himself.
It actually turns into a pretty good look. Actually, turns into like, wow, this guy's actually a really good dude. Like, this is a guy who it was one of his good friends for a long time. Like,
and then there's always just going to be the turnaround of it. Like, well, you could have just cut him a check and he could have done it himself, or you could have just gave him cash. Blah blah blah.
That's all hearsay.
The stupid part that causes all of the speculation is there's been proof that two things. One, proof that a wire came from at a bank account tied to Ohtani to the bookie. that right there just is instantly going to look sketchy.
Which again, if it's him, like Chris just said, if
Right.
that's him paying off the debt, why don't you just cut a check or cash, whatever?
Exactly. Then fine.
Right.
Where I kind of get iffy with it. So the story is either, yes, he paid it off, or Otani's a degenerate gambler.
Mhm.
I don't like.
No, there's the third option also is the interpreter
I don't like
took
that
money.
because if it's proven that it came from Otani's bank account, the interpreter would then have to have access to his bank account, be able to get the bank to send the money to the guy.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but that just seems the most improbable to me.
The thing, like financial theft like that, it happens. Like people that are close to you commit the financial theft. It's usually not just random people. So if someone were to do it, that's one of the closest people to him. So like those are the three options. And if Shohei Ohtani's a degenerate gambler, and like we were talking about earlier, Cam, like there's those logs that people were posting on Twitter, which you don't know if it's real or not because they don't have a source, claiming that there's a book that this bookie, basically in Ohtani's hometown in Japan, there's logs for bets that were placed on days that Shohei was pitching, where like the line was set at over under. He was going to allow over under 4.5 runs, and he goes out and gives up 6 runs. And there was a $12 million bet placed on that line, and just happens to be in this town where he's from, like weird stuff like that. But again, it's Twitter. Someone could literally just could have written that shit up, posted it just for sensationalism and get some retweets and go viral. That they had no screenshots. There's no source. So I don't believe that at this point until there's like some more solid evidence. But
let's play this scenario though, because this one's the most fun one, to be fair. If it's proven without a shadow of a doubt that it was Ohtani placing these bets, what the fuck does MLB do? Like, you have to.
Yeah. There's an interesting thing. So here's the difference between him and Pete Rose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pete Rose did it when he was a manager. He wasn't playing anymore. So that changes things when you're not a player, right?
Right.
And I believe even like, and when he was found guilty of it, he wasn't even a manager anymore, I don't believe. He had already left. Like he was out of baseball
I think
at that point.
Done, yeah.
So this is a different instance where it's a guy within the game. So if you look at like the NFL and the NBA, typically it's a season suspension for active players.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, all that turns into down the line, right? Like, I mean, sure, they banned Pete Rose from baseball. It's really not much different than like a McGuire, a Bonds, a Sosa. They've proverbially banned those guys from baseball too. They can't get into the Hall. So you have these guys that will Shohei Ohtani get on a Hall of Fame ballot? Yeah. But again, something like that will be held against him. And then, so like, I think the Pete Rose thing, they did that more out of setting an example, like not just a slap in the wrist will ban you, but where he's an active player, it just turns into the same as steroids or another cheating thing. You know what I mean? Like it holds basically the same weight to me, ultimately.
The only issue I would have with that is like the football guys. Chris, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the guys who have been banned from NFL, NBA for doing this in the past haven't had a star in the game as bright as Ohtani is for baseball.
No.
Where
no sport has ever had anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't say anything like this. I'm sure there has to have been things like this that have happened before because it doesn't seem that it doesn't seem that ridiculous.
No.
Like it's not like some like far-fetched like sci-fi storyline. Like it's I imagine this has happened before, and I'm sure it's happened to stars before, but it's recency bias, so we're thinking like this is.
Well, I mean, it's all the talk of like a gambling addiction, but it's like you're not going to see guys like Mahomes and these guys that are signing massive $150 million contracts. Then what are they going to go out and bet $4 million for?
Well, that's what I mean. A lot of people are saying though, like there's billionaires that'll just go and put $100,000 on roulette. They'll go play a $25,000 hand of blackjack. I think it's more so. I don't think it's the money. I think it's the rush.
Yeah,
because that's what creates a gambling addiction. It's not the money. Most guys who are gambling addicts don't have money. Most of it's gone. It's they play for the rush.
Well, and it's like, especially at least what I've noticed in NFL and NBA situations, guys who get bopped for the gambling scheme are people that you typically haven't heard of that are probably on these 1-year deals for fucking $500K that are trying to up their bankroll a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think. Do I think Otani's the gambler? No, I think he was. I do genuinely think he was
I
just
don't
being the
think he
nice
was
guy,
either.
paying it off. Is the more juicy story the fact that Otani is a yes? Like that would be more
Could you
interesting
imagine,
to me.
dude?
Well, here's the weird thing though is like, so if you like kind of read the headlines, it'll be interesting what he says tomorrow because his team, like based on all what I've read, his team is treating it as theft.
Yeah,
They're treating it as theft that they placed a like basically a criminal complaint like with I think they did it with the LA police and with the wherever the book was in Japan like they want an investigation into it, so they're playing it like it was theft. And like I feel like that's really quick to do that and become public with it if that's not the wholehearted truth. So I feel like that would be moronic if you didn't know that that was the truth, and then you know what I mean. It would be dumb. It'd be really stupid.
I think what's getting people, including me, really tripped up is just how quickly that story changed when it first came out. Like we got 3 different iterations.
Well, I
of the
think
story
that's
within
just
3 hours.
I think that's just the era that we're in.
Yeah,
I think that
that's what's
with
kind of
social media and stuff like that. I think sensationalism, like anything else, like one line just takes a run, and it's going to blow up bigger than others. You know.
Yep, I agree. So I mean, we'll see. I think tomorrow will be very informative.
Yeah. Do we know what time? Did he say what time, Sam?
No, I didn't see it.
All right.
I mean, it's going to be later because they're West Coast, but
Yeah. We'll get a boob bomb around 3 p.m. tomorrow.
fucking boob pump.
The fact that the first thing the first person I saw tweet about that was Boob because it was Sam's screenshot he sent us.
Boob drilled that shit.
Newton Good.
Oh boy.
Can't wait for some boob bombs this year. It's going to be great.
Nothing will beat Arson Judge.
It's true.
All right.
Well, I think one last touch on that. Sorry, I'm looking at. I was trying to find just other major sports betting scandals. So you had. There's nothing like at this magnitude. I think Pete Rose is the closest thing ever because obviously that's a star. That is one of the greatest baseball players ever. But I think the biggest thing. I think the gambling is one thing. I think it's the allegations that if he was gambling and fixing games that he was gambling on.
Yeah.
Which I guess fixing is a light term, but throwing more so than anything. Like he's throwing a game to win the bet. That's more troubling than just the gambling.
If that's proven that that's actually happened, then he should be banned like outright. Like,
I think if that's proven, you're banned for life. Something like that is banned. And that's more so why Pete Rose is banned for life. Yeah. It wasn't that he was just gambling, he was gambling and fixing games because he was gambling on his own team.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Maybe we'll have an emergency press conference tomorrow night if something crazy happens.
Yeah.
He comes out, hi, it was me. I'm sorry.
If it happens, we're going live on Twitch. We're going to go live on Twitch press conference.
First
I'm serious. If something crazy happens, we're going to do live reaction tomorrow night on Twitch.
Yeah.
We'll tweet it out. We'll either do it on the Bush League Boys one, or we'll just do it on Chris's Twitch. But
we'll do it on Chris's.
If we do it on my Twitch, we can at least just record it there. And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we'll touch on the Blake Snell signing really fast, and then we're going to move on to some more Red Sox stuff. Blake Snell signing a 2-year, $62 million contract with San Fran.
Yep.
With an opt-out, right?
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he has an opt-out. He can be a free agent next year.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a solid signing.
Yeah, I mean...
It's solid.
Are the Giants going to contend? No.
But do they have a really good rotation? A pretty damn good rotation? Yes.
Yeah.
Problem being they, again, play in probably the second fringe, third best division in baseball. So it's a really tough division with some
Why?
good
Who you got ahead of them?
The Giants? The
No. Who
Ahead
do
of
you
the
have
Giants?
ahead of? No. Who do you have ahead of the NL West division wise?
Oh,
AL East.
AL East.
And the
Okay.
AL West is pretty damn good too.
Okay. NL East.
And I mean, the
AL
NL
East
East
is
too.
one
The
more.
NL East,
Sneaky.
you have 3 teams that are solid too.
Yeah. Sneaky.
The AL East is the best division in baseball. That
Yes.
I will not hear any arguments otherwise. But it's a tough
We
division.
will not be taking comments at this time.
Comment down below. I will shun the non-believer and ban you into the shadow realm.
Mm.
But yeah, they have a pretty solid rotation. But again, in their lineups, just okay. Again, they probably I could see them having a very similar season to the Red Sox. Finish right around 500. I think 80 and 82 is what I'm going to say for the Giants.
Everybody's still out here writing off the Red Sox.
Not writing them off. I think they're going to have an okay year.
They're sneaking into
The
a
Red
wild
Sox will
card.
be above 500.
Again, they play in the AL Central. They win 90 games. So
The Red Sox do?
Yeah.
If they play in the AL Central, they're probably close to breaking 100.
Yeah.
That division is fucking straight doo-doo caca.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Shout out the demonic dad.
Yeah. The Demon Deacon, as I call him.
Yeah.
So yeah, the spring breakout game you guys got on that. I thought just general comment, the spring breakout like across the board, really cool idea. I really thought it was awesome. I think it's
Absolutely.
really fucking cool.
I'm actually kind of pissed it took them this long to come up with it.
It's almost like a futures game, but it's like I'd almost like to see them end spring training with a spring breakout tournament. That would be sick.
Ooh.
So you just do a tournament, but you do the Cactus League and the Grapefruit League. So you do 2 separate ones. That would be fucking cool. Just single elimination, just to the end. And then like you keep playing your spring training games. All the other ones are everything's consolation, but that would be cool. Just a spring breakout tournament. Because then you could see some guys like really step up and kind of shine. Like that would be
You know what I'd like
awesome.
to see them do too? Like a breakout All-Star game at the MLB All-Star game. Like
do
make
that.
it a thing. Do they do that?
The futures game.
Yeah.
They do a futures game at the
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
They always do. It's like the night before. They don't televise it either.
Okay. Well, then I think they should televise it.
I agree. Yeah, they don't televise it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good though. I watched most of it, but how long do you guys think Kyle Teal? How long do you think it takes?
1 year.
Yeah, it'll be
He'll
up
be
next
here.
year.
Give him this year,
Yep.
and give him next year.
I could see him get a call up late this year.
He's looked really good.
He was good.
You know who else looked good at least in that game was Nick York.
Yep. A lot of those guys look solid. I thought.
I saw. Yeah, I mean, I saw
was it Chase Meadroth or whatever. He played
Chase
decent
Meadroth.
too.
Yeah.
Saw a little bit of Nick York throughout the spring, and it didn't really excite me.
He's going to be our trade piece. I think he's good enough to get you a good return back.
Yeah, he's another guy. We have a log jam.
I mean, where are you gonna put him now? You got Vaughn Grisham. Like
he's not overtaking Marcelo Meyer.
No,
I mean,
by the time Story's contract's done, our
Myers
middle infield will be Meyer and.
Well,
Grissom
so that's
point.
well, exactly. What's that?
Endeavor's at third.
Endeavor's at third.
And Cassis at first. That's our infield of the future.
Yeah,
like it just is.
Yeah.
How many years do we have, Trev?
3 left, I think.
3 left. Yeah.
So what do you do for those 3? You're not going to keep Marcelo Meyer in AAA
No,
for 3
Meyer.
years.
I think Meyer will be brought up. I don't know. I don't even know.
He'll platoon, I think.
Yeah, be a platoon guy.
I mean, you could see. I wouldn't be surprised if when Trev's getting towards the end, Trev could be a DH, and you have Meyer playing short.
But then you have
Move on
Massa.
from Massa. Massa's going to be a trade piece. I don't think they're excited about Massa.
I think that was
I think this is a big year for him. This is a make or break year based on.
I
his
think so. I
trajectory.
think it has to be.
Which he did show
All he's
last
gotta
year.
do
He
is
showed some
focus on
glimmers
hitting.
of. He showed some really good glimmers of like really good hitting last year.
Yeah.
So, and he's looked good this spring too.
The hope is, I
all
guess,
he's
if you
gonna
don't have
do.
to put him in the field, he just focuses on hitting and he can just mash.
I still think
Here's
he has
the
an
whole
upside. His ceiling is high.
Oh, for sure.
You just got to get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I could easily see him hitting 330, winning a batting title.
Massa
Like he's-
incoming, 22 bombs, 95 ribs.
I like it. I have a Massa jersey.
Massa.
But yeah. So, and second to last one here, we got Jordan Montgomery, right? Yeah, Jordan Montgomery's still not signed. Pretty interesting. Me and Chris were talking about this morning, or I I got to imagine he's probably ramping up and doing a pretty aggressive throwing program right now where he's going to sign with somebody and probably miss one start as they get him up to like maybe get him live at bats and then he's going to be there. But it's like the fact that he was really, I mean, would you say he was the second best pitcher on the market?
Yeah,
This
It was
season?
him and Snell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't know.
it's just bizarre. Like years ago, you never saw guys holding out this long.
Does
very
this
strange.
become?
Is it him
At this
holding out
point-
though, or is it teams not offering him shit? 'Cause
I think
you
it's a
haven't heard-
combo. I think he's holding out for a contract he wants, and teams aren't giving it to him, and he's maybe being a little
Stinker.
like hesitant, I guess, because he thinks he can get more. But like at that point, just sign a 1 year deal.
Yeah.
Just sign a
And
1 year
then
deal.
do you think, is it Boris? Because he's a Boris guy, right?
Everybody's
So-
a fucking Boris guy now.
That's fair. But you look at all the guys that like Snell, he wanted the long-term deal, only
Didn't
got
get
2 years. Bellinger, he wanted like a $150 million deal. Didn't get that.
What Belly signed
So,
3 years?
I think 3 years, 80 with opt-outs after each year.
Right.
So Boris kind of fucked his clients this spring.
Well, I think because Boris now more than ever has a real reputation of like kind of digging a little deep into contracts that really
Yeah.
shouldn't be dug that far into.
Yeah, and I think you saw this year is a lot of teams push back against him and said we're not.
Well, I think the
playing with him
Bogarts deal maybe done a little something to his reputation.
anymore.
So he got a lot more out of the Padres than what Bogarts was worth.
To play second base for him now.
Yep, shout out Ha-Seong Kim. Who, I will say, Ha-Seong Kim is a stud.
Oh
The
yeah,
dude's actually really fucking good, and he's developed into a really, really solid shortstop.
Yeah, not in MLB The Show with his 94 exit velo.
I mean, I'm hitting pretty good with him, to be honest. I kind of like him.
Speaking of Bogarts, did you guys see the ESPN put out a doubles leader, like leader in doubles since I forget what year, but
Sim?
top 5. It was
Freddie Freeman's there, right?
Devers. It was Freddie Freeman. I forget. There was 3 of them. It went 3, 4, 5. Bogarts, Devers, and Betts.
Yeah, it's tough.
What we could have been.
Well, I think
Yeah.
Devers has led the AL in doubles like the last 2 years.
Yeah. So we
he
at
just
least have
peppers
one of the
balls
3.
off the monster.
We at least have one of the 3. We could have had all 3.
Could have.
Yeah, to be honest with you, am I crazy for saying I'm kind of glad that they didn't get Bogarts?
I'm upset about Betts, not Bogarts. I agree with
100%.
you on that. Yeah.
100%, I agree.
I'm more upset about Betts than I am about Bogarts.
Well, I mean, the numbers that Mookie has put up, like he's a Hall of Famer.
Like Mookie,
to be honest.
Mookie's
He's a Hall
going
of
to be a
Famer.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Bogarts would have been a nice shortstop for us for his entire career if we signed him.
Not a Hall
I
of
don't know if he would have ever been a Hall of Famer.
No. Probably finished career around 2,000 hits, 2,200 hits. So
Yeah.
I'd probably hit 280, maybe 275, 300 homers. Like nothing crazy. Hall of very good, but
Yeah,
not a Hall of
exactly.
Famer. Yeah.
No.
Anyway, I mean, Red Sox did big signing today. Chase Anderson, the absolute flamethrower out of Colorado,
Yeah.
throwing 80 poo.
That guy, he's the next best thing behind Montgomery, right?
What did we know?
I'm
What the
just
numbers
curious
were?
what they're gonna do with him.
What were the numbers on that? Did we see?
He pitched 89 innings and had like a 5.42 ERA last year.
Well, do we know what the contract was though? How much they paid?
I'm looking. No, it just agrees to 1-year deal with the Red Sox.
If they paid him more than $1 million, why they wouldn't just go out and get fucking Michael Lorenzen is beyond me. For $4 million, like
Yeah,
Michael Lorenzen, who is a horse, the dude gives you innings. Sure, he's going to finish the year right around a 4 ERA, which is fine. Give me a 3-4 starter like him that's going to throw 200 innings worth around a 4 ERA for $4 million. Fucking sign it up.
He's gonna start for us.
Chase.
No
To
way.
make- I have a feeling
No
he's going
chance, dude.
to make room. They moved Giolito to the 60-day injured list.
Yeah. So
So Whitlock will probably slide into the 5th spot, I bet.
they already said.
Well, they already
Whitlock and
announced
Houck
Whitlock
are-
and Hauk
Our
are
starters.
starting.
Yeah.
So who would be the 5th then that would have to slide out for
Pivetta.
him?
Oh, maybe
Um,
not that. Yeah, never
no,
mind.
these
Pivetta or
are-
Cutter, right?
Our rotation set.
Right.
Yeah.
Bayo,
Is it it's a
Pivetta,
6
Cutter,
man, right?
Houck, Whitlock. No.
Oh, so it's just set just like that. Okay.
Jesus, this is
Yeah,
gonna
so-
be this year's fucking Corey Kluber.
Well, it was going to be Giolito, but he fucking
Yeah.
blew his arm out. So he didn't get to see that.
Anderson's just going to be one of those inning eater guys.
He's not, though. He only threw, 80 innings last year?
Yeah, well,
and he started
he
games
also,
and only pitched 80 innings.
He started 17, I think.
He was
So,
1-6 with a
math is.
5.75 ERA last year and 17 starts.
Figuring 17
and 2
starts,
relief
if you go
appearances.
4 or 5 innings, that's
Average 5 innings a start.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, Cutter Crawford only pitched into the 6th inning 7 times last year, so.
The thing is, if we can get a guy who can just quality starts, our bullpen is good. Like, our bullpen really isn't bad. Especially that front half. Those early inning relievers are solid. Like, Winkowski is pretty nails in, like, the 6th, 7th inning, to be honest.
Yeah.
He was last year. We hope he
We'll
can
see
do
what
it
the rest
again.
of it looks like. Cooper Criswell is going to be hopefully pretty solid working out of the pen. He looks like a big-time guy. They got that Justin Slayton guy. Who's supposed to be pretty good. Zach Kelly, it seems more likely he's going to be at AAA to start the year than Boston because he's been shit.
You know who scares me in our bullpen? Genuinely, is Kenley.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not scared. I don't know.
He strikes me as a ticking time bomb.
Well, and also, to be fair, that's kind of been Kenley's whole career.
That's very true.
Kenley has never had, like, an entire dominant season. He'll have 50 save seasons where, like, he'll blow 10 saves, 12 saves, and just, like, have implosion games where he just falls apart. Like, it happens. That's just he's not Koji Uehara. He's not a Jonathan Papelbon. Even Papelbon was pretty volatile, but Kenley is like, even Kimbrel now, they're the same. They'll go on stretches where they're lights out, and then they'll just go on stretches where they can't find an out. That's just their style. It is what it is. So, like, you just want to see those glimmers of good stuff before anything else. You know, like, you don't want to be waiting for the good stuff and then most of it's bad. You know, like, you want to have a balance.
Boston needs another psycho closer like Papelbon.
You know who could be it if they tried him out in it? I fully think he would do it, is Hauk. Hauk he has that, like, silent, psychotic person. Like, he might kill someone.
Yeah. You know, him and Whitlock are, like, best friends.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Thursday. Counting the hours.
8-2.
All right.
Come April 9th.
I'm going to say 6-4. I'm with Chris. I think 6-4. 6-4, 5-5. I think if they can come back with
5-5 is a stretch. That's if we go 5-5, then we genuinely suck ass.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, the Angels are weird. Like,
the Angels could be really good, or they could be fighting.
Well, like,
with
they're not the Angels. I mean, it's the same
thing
thing when they had Ohtani. It's like the Angels are in a weird spot because they'll go out and they'll play some good baseball. You'd be like, they could win a fucking World Series this year, and then the next game they'll just get absolutely shelled.
Yeah.
Like, they're so bipolar as a team. So it's like, I don't know. It's totally random. Anyways, so we're going to move on. We've decided this week. So instead of doing a Mount Rushmore, we are going to do a snake draft. So each item can only be taken once. And at the end, we're going to have our team of 4 items. And then we're going to discuss who we think ended up with the best team. This week's snake draft, fast food items. Me and Chris discussed this earlier, Cam. Legacy items are on the table. So fast food items that no longer exist, that's 100% still on the table. 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. I got the wheel of names open right here.
All right.
To see who gets 1-1.
All right.
We're spinning. 1-1 is me.
All right.
I don't believe it.
Sounds fake.
He put Chris. All right, fine. I'll give it to you. All right,
let's see. Come on, baby. Get on Cam. I'll take it. I'll take the back-to-back picks, baby. I'll take it.
All right,
I'll take
fine.
That's big in the snake with only 3 people. Getting the 3rd and the 4th pick, massive.
All right.
Let me set up this grid here.
Yeah, I gotta open. Oh, you got it right there. Okay. Perfect.
Full disclosure, I did no research for this. I'm going off the seat of my pants.
I'm going off
seat of pants. I'm going off feel. Yep. I trust my instincts. I'm ready to rumble. Ready to rumble.
All right. So,
can I make a suggestion? Actually,
Yeah.
Suggestion. So let's do 4 items, right? And the we're gonna do a 5th one, but it has to be a side.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll do a 5th one, and the 5th one has to be the side. You can't draft the side before.
All right.
Okay.
Works for me.
Okay.
Do fries count as a side?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We're talking like
just
main items.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my one of one, I was talking about it with Sam on the ride down yesterday. It's drastically different than most.
Yeah.
Give me the crispy chicken ranch snack wrap from McDonald's.
All right.
Absolutely
Not the
elite.
one I would have gone with, but okay.
It's absolutely fucking elite.
All right.
So
Cam,
so to stick with the chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
I need a little more than that though.
All right, fine. I'll give you the number 2, the spicy deluxe.
Okay, there it is.
Well, that's not a meal. No. I think chicken sandwich is good. Like it's an item, but not like a meal. I just want the item and chicken sandwich
but
from
spicy
Chick-fil-A.
chicken sandwich. Do you want the spicy or you want the regular?
Yeah. Well, that's what he said. Chicken sandwich. So are you going spicy or
yeah,
going regular?
Fine.
Which I think you
throw.
So you like it's just in general. Like if you pick chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, I can't take spicy chicken from Chick-fil-A. Like that's off the board.
I gotcha.
Fine.
Yeah. So you got Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. That has to be 1-1 on any normal person's draft. Sorry, Chris.
All right. So mine, pick 3 of round 1. Chris already knows what this one is because, again, we discussed this earlier. Arguably the greatest fast food item of all time. It's the quesarito from Taco Bell. Absolutely electrifying. One of, like, just the most fucked up inventions ever. But it's absolutely fucking amazing. Yeah, I used to get when I worked at Panera, I would get that shit. This is the fattest shit I ever used to do. So I would get a quesarito, and instead of getting sauce on the side, I would get sour cream and dip the quesarito in sour cream.
Ooh.
Very fat.
All your arteries just clogged.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see. With my first pick of round 2, that's tough. Honestly, I think I'm going to go Taco Bell again. Crunchwrap Supreme.
Ooh.
I think that's an absolute staple. Crunchwrap Supreme, I'm saying 100%. I'll stand on it.
So I'm going basic with this one. The Big Mac.
I don't like that pick. I really don't like that pick.
I love the Big Mac, so that's why.
What?
I like the Big Mac.
My problem with the Big Mac, why do you need the piece of fucking bread in the middle? It's the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah.
I just go to McDonald's and I get a double cheeseburger, add lettuce, and add mac sauce. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Fucking third of the calories, and I only like hate myself 10% more than like 70% more after I eat it. Ugh. Don't like that pick, Cameron, but
I'm sorry.
Anyways, we persist.
Wanted to ask real quick, were you going to take the chicken sandwich? So were you about to get chicken sandwich and then quesarito back to back if I didn't take that? Yeah, we can't let that happen.
That would have been GG's. That would have been GG's if I got that.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't let that happen. Sorry.
I'm not even so much building this thing off of as a whole. I'm building it off of me and my things. So with that being said, next one, a staple in when we used to drive around with Jared every Friday night. Give me a McChicken.
Yep.
Can you spare me a McChicken?
All-time moment.
I don't know.
All-time moment.
Actually, I'm going to wait till it's my turn to elaborate on that because I don't want to divulge what may be my pick.
Doesn't want to divulge what may be his pick. Yeah.
So, Chris, you have back-to-back ones here. A la the snake.
Yes, I do. Oh boy. See, this is where it gets tough. This is what separates the boys from the men.
The nitty-gritty here.
Yeah, this doesn't count as a side. This is more of a dessert.
Okay.
But Give me the Oreo McFlurry.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I
I
don't
have
hate
one.
it, but I don't love it.
Yeah. I don't know if mine would be considered a side or a dessert. So I'll say it. The apple pies from McDonald's.
That's a dessert.
I'd say it's a dessert,
All
right?
right, we're gonna go with that one. You guys left an absolute heater on the table for me, by the way, for this one. I'm going
Sure, we did.
somehow for the number 9 overall pick. Give me the spicy nuggets from Wendy's.
Good one.
Yeah,
Good
I didn't even
ones.
think about I
Yeah.
wasn't even thinking about Wendy's.
those got
Shit.
left out there way too long, and those shits are fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I got spicy nuggets. Now this is a big pick right here because this rounds out like my actual items. So what I was thinking, Chris, you said McChicken. Like, sure, it's like the old staple. The McCrispy is so much better.
Oh, I agree, 110%.
Then why?
However,
wouldn't you take
I was putting the McCrispy in the same category as the chicken sandwich that we said other people
so
should take.
no, you can still take a chicken sandwich from a different place. It just can't be like you can't pick a different variety of the same chicken sandwich from the same restaurant.
Yeah, well, too little, too late.
But I don't know if
I agree. The McCrispy is better than.
I don't know because I got all these. I got Crunchwrap Quesarito spicy nuggets. Should I go dessert route also?
The best 2 desserts were just taken off already. You might as well
No.
get one while they're there.
Well,
Yeah.
do we count Dairy Queen as fast food?
Yes, Dairy
Yes.
Queen is fast food.
I have another one that.
Anything
is
with a drive up
subjective.
is fast food.
So the only caveat I'll say to that, Chipotle has a drive up window, and Chipotle's not fast food.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go. I like the idea of having a dessert. Both you guys have one, so I like one too. I'm going to go with the toffee blizzard from Dairy Queen.
Big toffee guy.
Yep. All right.
I'm going to go back to McDonald's for one last time. And I'm going to say the McRib.
No.
I love the McRib,
Cam.
dude.
You
Come
are
on.
foul. You're the same type
No.
of person that liked the rib sandwich that they gave us in school, weren't you?
You're goddamn right.
Cam.
I did.
You just
Nah, the McRib.
You know, at the end we're gonna debate whose is the best.
Don't
The
care.
debate's just between me and Chris now. Yours is gone. That's terrible.
Yeah, I typed it.
A McRib. The McRib is like the McRib's not even meat. Actually, it is meat. It's from all the missing children that never turn up. That's what the McRib is made of. It's their bones and shit all grinded together. All right, Chris. The final pick of the standard item before the sides.
Does Auntie Anne's qualify?
I'm gonna say no. I feel like, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say no, because I think on the table down the line there could be a food court draft, and that's a food court item. That's not a fast food item.
Fair enough. I'll allow it. All right. Well, in that case, because I'm a slut for these. I get a 12 count every time. Give me the Chick-fil-A nugget.
That's fair. That's fair.
A little Polynesian sauce on the side.
Ooh. Whoa.
I get Chick-fil-A. You get the Chick-fil-A sauce.
No.
Whoa.
I'm a Polynesian guy.
Whoa. That is outrageous. That is so insane.
No.
What? The Chick-fil-A sauce is so much better.
I'm not saying Chick-fil-A sauce is bad. I'm just saying if I'm eating straight nuggets,
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Polynesian.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Nah, Chick-fil-A sauce.
Cam, I don't want to hear any flippity flap from you, Mr. McRib.
All right, choose your side there. Fucking Polynesian sauce.
Oh, I'm doing that right now, huh?
Yep.
All right. I get to pick one side that I can have. Jeez. I see. I'm kind of torn between two, maybe three. Give me. I think I'm gonna stay with the Chick-fil-A. Give me the
Little mac and
Chick-fil-A
cheese.
waffle fries.
Yeah, the waffle fries.
Ooh.
Those waffle fries are
Give me
fucking
the
I'm gonna say
Chick-fil-A.
this is controversial.
Perfect amount of saltiness on them. The nice cut waffle.
This is
fry.
controversial, and Alex doesn't like me for this. I think the Chick-fil-A waffle fries are ass.
You,
What?
sir.
They don't taste like anything. There's
Well,
no
you haven't
seasoning
gotten a
at
good
all.
batch of Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Yeah, you haven't
just-
had a good one. You gotta go back and get them.
They all like half the time you get them and they're soggy. They're like just floppy. There's no crisp to it. I don't know. It just they don't do it for me.
I want to know where you're getting your Chick-fil-A fries.
Like when I get them, I just douse them in Chick-fil-A sauce.
Are you just pissing off someone at Chick-fil-A? Are they pissing in your fries?
Me
for giving to you?
and Jill did the thing a couple weeks ago. We saw it on this was probably like 2 months ago actually, where you got like the bowl and you put the nuggets in the bowl with the fries and then all the sauces and you give it a little shaky shake. It wasn't as good as it seems.
I saw one that was somebody made a crunch wrap. They did it with nugs and mac and cheese, and then like grilled it. That shit looked fun. There's no way in
That
God's
looks
green earth
amazing.
that could be bad.
It's mac and cheese and chicken nuggets. It's
like,
gotta be
that
good.
can't be bad.
Mhm.
All right, Cam,
All right.
your side to wrap
Oh.
up your draft that is completely
Fine.
and utterly tainted.
I'm taking the fucking Chick-fil-A mac and cheese then.
Because I said it.
I respect it.
Yeah. And it was gonna be either waffle fries or mac and cheese if it got to me. Either one is good.
All right, so to round it out with pick 25 of the draft, right? 25? 5, 3, 15?
3, 6, 9, 12,
15.
15.
Sorry, math's hard. It's tough. So I'm stuck between two. Either the onion rings from Burger King
Mhm.
or the nacho fries from Taco Bell.
All right, so just real quick before I say, so I was torn between my three. It was the waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. I said this yesterday. I'm a big fan of McDonald's string fries, just the thin ones. And the last one was Five Guys, the Cajun ones.
See, Five Guys,
Yeah.
I don't know. I would put Five Guys the same category as Chipotle.
Yeah, that's why I would have said Five Guys fries if I.
Yeah.
But yeah. No.
With that
Understandable.
said, I'm a ride with my boys over at Flaco Bell, and I'm gonna go with the nacho fries. The nacho fries, I said this yesterday, Chris. Controversial opinion. I think might be the best fast food fry, like just overall.
Yeah.
They are so good.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've
all right,
never
so
had
these are
them.
the teams. We want to recite our teams. Chris, you go first. Go down the line, and we're going to discuss.
Are we? I mean, these would be in the order that we were taking them, so I guess that makes sense. So, my 1-1 was the crispy chicken ranch snack wrap. Second round pick was the McChicken. Third round pick, Oreo McFlurry.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth round pick, the Nuggets from Chick-fil-A, specifically a 12 count. And number 5, to
fucking
complement
colonies and
said Nuggets, Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
All right.
All right, Cam.
My
Cam,
first overall.
do you want to just skip yours or?
I can't believe
Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Dude, I can't believe you said the McRib.
And the second round pick went to the Big Mac. And apple pie. The McRib.
No, I'll edit it after, and I'll just put a beep when you say it, just like you swore. Beep.
And then the mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that's a questionable list, honestly. Mine, full transparency, I think off the top, I think I have the best list, if I'm being honest.
Of course
I
you
think
do,
my
because they're
list
your
is-
picks. You half a meatball.
My list is fire, though. Cam's is
I think this is gonna be.
bad.
I think this is gonna be posted online. See who thinks.
All right,
see
fine.
Who likes
We'll
what.
do that. See if, or even maybe put it in the Bush League Boys Pod Snapchat group. That we'll get a poll from them. So mine is quesarito, which I'll put that in general. I would always get a chicken quesarito. Crunchwrap Supreme, electric. Spicy nugs from Wendy's. Toffee Blizzard from DQ, and then nacho fries from Taco Bell. I mean, I like mine. I like it. I like how it came out.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like
I
it
like it a lot.
Cam, you can't say you like yours. It's just not.
What I picked.
I want your consensus from your wife after. I want to know what she thinks.
Bring her in right now. Bring her in right now.
She might be asleep. Let me
Go
text
get her. Bring her in right now.
Hang on.
So
Wake
she
her
needs
up.
to make an appearance.
Give her the shaken baby syndrome.
Wake up, Fishy. Why are you sleeping?
Why are you sleeping?
Why are you sleeping? Yeah, she is asleep. She's usually responds
All
right
right.
back.
Well, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or even next episode, she's gonna make a guest appearance.
All right. Oh, wait.
Just need the feedback. I want to know what she thinks of your list because it's doo doo. A fucking McRib. There was a reason they discontinued that shit.
They don't discontinue. It's discontinued every year. Then they bring it back.
Yeah, because they bring it back because people are like, "Oh wow, I really want one of those," and then they try it when it comes back and go, "Wow, I forgot how ass this is." All right, well, I guess so. We'll have Holly on next episode. She'll be the judge, jury, and executioner.
I think I threw her off.
Am I blurry?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There you go. It
That was
fixed
weird.
itself.
Yeah. So that's our list. I think we should throw it in the Bush League Boys Snapchat group too. See what those gents have to say, and we'll report back next week with our findings.
Sneaky telling you mine's going to be the winner.
Yeah. I would literally
Telling you.
rather eat only fast food items from Sonic than eat anything on your list.
Nah.
Except for the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. That one's okay.
Don't hate on
Telling
Sonic.
you right now.
Sonic's
Sneaky mine's
butt
going to be
cheeks.
the favorite.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Don't sleep on the McRib.
I'm sleeping on it, and I'm going to stay sound asleep.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else? We're wrapping.
Nope, I'm good. Go Sox. Opening day, Thursday night,
Sox.
10-10.
Get the McRib.
Where?
Cam's got a guy.
Yeah, Cam knows.
Cam's got a McRib plug. This guy just stockpiling frozen McRibs the last 30 years. And just thaws them
I'll
out.
put a cooking video up on
Cam's going to get a
Boys
fucking
YouTube.
He's like, I'm going to pick up a 12-pack tonight. Take the edge off.
Fucking
All right.
disgusting.
We'll be back for a milestone episode next week, episode 40.
Oh, wait.
Oh, she
Wait.
here?
Oh, are you good? All right, wait.
All right. We don't have to
Hang on.
wait. Judge, jury, executioner.
So, quick synopsis. We did a fast food draft, snake draft. Mime in the middle. They want your reaction to what it
No,
was.
I want the reaction on all of them.
Reaction
tell us to
What do you
all of
think's
them. Who do
better?
you rank it? Gold, silver, bronze. Those three
Just
lists.
remember number 2.
McRib?
That's what we said. His list was fine before that, and then he went McRib. We're like, absolutely not.
It goes McRib?
All I can think of is like elementary school sandwiches.
Yeah, that's what we said too.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
cringe whenever they have them.
100%.
Thank you. Oh, God. See,
That's
this is
literally
what we-
word for word what we said.
Gold is Chris.
What? Oh my.
Chick-fil-A. And silver is salmon.
Yeah.
And then and then there's no bronze
That
medal.
doesn't
Cam
even
gets the
deserve- yeah.
Cam gets the
Fuck.
purple medal for participation.
All right, thanks. Your first and only, first and ever
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
appearance on the Bush League Boys. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, as long as you didn't win, it just validates what we were thinking.
Now,
So
truth be told, I knew she was gonna go for Chris's because she loves Chick-fil-A and she hates Taco
Damn,
Bell. So.
Skippy.
oh, well, that sounds prejudiced.
Yeah, so-
We need a
Yeah, so-
wide consensus. I think.
Send it
I'll
out.
poll some people. We're
Send it
gonna.
out.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send these out. Poll some people that we know. Bring back the results next week, and we'll go from there.
All right.
All right.
All right. We'll catch you on episode 40.
You're
Later.
Later.